Hello everyone, this is Siren Jag. I'm a makeup enthusiast and a commentator on the drama end of the true crime community here on YouTube. I'm also a panel hopper and I also do part-time music and comedy and anything else I like here on the platform. And tonight, for a community that needs a desperate escape from drama, I'm here to present a heavy drama stream. Isn't it ironic? Alanis Morissette. So, you all know the drill with these by now. I grab snippets, excerpts, bits, from literature, music, movies, and I present them with the heavy drama touch, with the coldest reading I can possibly present. And if you all see this, don't I look sinister? That means I need a break for some reason, to get a drink or blow my nose or go to the bathroom or anything like that. So you might get some surprises tonight. So without further ado, oh, and because I have to actually change the slides, I can't see myself in the monitors. So let's just hope I don't go off frame and you don't see me like this half the time, because that would suck. So let's get going. Oh, and I have a new microphone. So let's just hope everything sounds okay. Oh, and my parents are sleeping in the other room, so we might get a visit if I wake them up. And I probably will wake them up. So let's get going. Just sit right back, and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire, and his wife, the movie star, the professor, and Marianne, here on Gilligan's Isle. Where we will eat delicious pies baked by Mary Ann. Pies. How did she find the fuel sources? And where did she find an oven? Where did she find an oven to bake these pies? Does anyone know? You see, this is what I don't get about you bad guys. You know the hero's gonna win, but you don't just die quickly. Example, this one guy in New Haven, right? Cities burning, people are dying left and right, yada, yada, yada. this jackhole rushes me with a spoon. A freaking spoon! Oh, and I'm dying laughing, right? So I scoop out his stupid little eyeballs with it, and his kids are all, wah! And oh, I can't even. He can't see where he's going. He's bumping into stuff, and I don't know. Maybe you had to be there. The moral is, you're a total bitch. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Oh, Everyone else was pimping their paper pools and their super chats and all this. Well, since my birthday is coming up, I thought I would take this stream, this one episode, to pimp my super chats. So everyone else has douche canoe. Well, this is the Summer's Eve Sloop. Ooh, it's so squished. Oh no, it can fit in the tightest wharf. Oh, it fit right in there. They parallel parked it. Oh, they squeezed it right in. Oh, it's right in there at dusk. It's ready for that evening. It's right in there for the festivities. Oh, so won't you donate super chats and super stickers, and if you're watching later, super thanks are active. And the Summer's Eve Sloop is waiting to clean everything out. Ooh. I plopped down in my easy chair and turned on Channel 2. A bad gunslinger named Salty Sam was chasing poor sweet Sue. He trapped her in the old sawmill and said with an evil laugh, "If you don't give me the deed to your ranch, I'll saw you all in half." And then he grabbed her. "Help, he's grabbed me! Help, help, help!" He tied her up. "Help, he's tied me up! Help, help, help!" He turned on the buzzsaw. "Help, he's turning on the buzzsaw! Help, help, help!" "Help me, help me, help me, help help me. And then along came Jones. Oh, tall, thin Jones. Slow walking Jones. Slow talking Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. Commercial came on, so I got up to get myself a snack. You should have seen what was going on by the time that I got back. Down in the old abandoned mine, Sweet Sue was having fits. That villain said, "Give me the deed to your ranch or I'll blow you all to bits." And then he grabbed her. "Help, he's grabbing me, help, help, help." He tied her up. "He's tied me up again, help, help, help." He lit the fuse to the dynamite. "He's lighting the fuse to the dynamite, help, help, help." "Oh, help, help, oh no, oh. And then along came Jones. Tall, thin Jones. Slow walking Jones. Slow talking Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. Well, I got so bugged, I turned it off and turned on another show. But there was the same old shoot-'em-up and the same old rodeo. Salty Sam was trying to stuff Sweet Sue in a burlap sack. He said, "If you don't give me the deed to your ranch, I'm going to throw you on the railroad tracks." And then he grabbed her. "Help, he grabbed me again." He tied her up. "Here we go again, tie me up, must be a Tuesday." He threw her on the railroad tracks. "Oh, he's throwing me on the railroad tracks, help, help." A train started coming. "Oh, here comes a train! Here comes a train! Help!" "Oh, no! Help! 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 Oh, help! Help!" And then along came Jones. Tall, thin Jones. Slow walking Jones. Slow talking Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. Is he ever going to get there? I guess we have to keep tuning in, or they're just going to keep carrying Sue off. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team. I ain't getting on no plane. We're on the bus. I told her to keep that damn chicken quiet. Then I went back toward the front of the bus. There's something wrong with it. It stopped making noise. It just stopped. I looked at that refugee. She's crying without a sound. She killed it. She killed it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't mean for her to kill it. I just wanted it to be quiet. It was a baby. She smothered her own baby. A baby. You son of a bitch! Why did you make me remember that? Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan. Just give me that countryside. New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. The chores. The stores. Fresh air. Times Square. You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Green Acres, we are there. Well, the end is a duet. What am I supposed to do? Excuse me a moment. Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly, I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Oh, but it would have helped if they had not lost the directions to that super suit. That would have freaking helped, aliens. Aliens, please send maybe a second copy of those directions. Being the greatest American hero would have been much, much easier with a second copy of those directions. Maybe send I don't know, the negative copy to make the, send around that flippy-doo thing that they used to use in the 70s to make those purple copies in the school, in the elementary school. You all remember. I bet Gladys remembers. Let's see that woo-doo-doo-doo-doo thing. Join the club. BJ's Wholesale Club. Club is looking for friendly and energetic individuals to join our team. We have full-time, part-time, and seasonal opportunities across our chain. Find a club near you and apply today. Because, as you all know, who doesn't enjoy their BJ's Wholesale? Run, folks! Get the BJ's Wholesale Club. I'm sure people are lining up for that job. Memories so treacherous. One moment you are lost in a carnival of delights with poignant childhood aromas, the flashing neon of puberty, all that sentimental candy floss. The next, it leads you somewhere you don't want to go. Somewhere dark and cold, filled with the damp, ambiguous shapes of things you'd hoped were forgotten. Memories can be vile, repulsive little brutes. Like children, I suppose. But can we live without them? Memories are what our reason is based upon. If we cannot face them, we deny reason itself. Although, why not? We aren't contractually tied down to rationality. There is no sanity clause. So, when you find yourself locked onto an unpleasant train of thought, heading for the places in your past where the screaming is unbearable, remember, there's always madness. Madness is the emergency exit. You can just step outside and close the door on all those dreadful things that happened. You can lock them away forever. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. While riding in my Cadillac, what to my surprise, a little Nash Rambler was following me, about 1/3 my size. The guy must have wanted to pass me up as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. I pushed my foot down to the floor to give the guy the shake. But the little Nash Rambler stayed right behind. He still had on his brake. He must have thought his car had more guts as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. My car went into passing gear and we took off with gust. And soon we were doing 90, must have left him in the dust. And when I peeked in the mirror of my car, I couldn't believe my eyes. The little Nash Rambler was right behind. I think that guy could fly. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. Now we're doing 110. This certainly was a race. For Rambler to pass a caddy would be a big disgrace. The guy must have wanted to pass me up as he kept on tooting his horn. I'll show him that a Cadillac is not a car to scorn. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep. Now we're doing 120 as fast as I could go. The Rambler pulled alongside of me as if we were going slow. The fella rolled down his window and yelled for me to hear. Hey buddy, how can I get this car out of second gear? Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off. It wasn't my war. You asked me. I didn't ask you. And I did what I had to do to win. But somebody wouldn't let us win. And I come back to the world, and I see all those maggots at the airport protesting me, spitting, calling me baby killer, and all kinds of vile crap. Who are they to protest me, huh? Who are they, unless they been me and been there and know what the hell they're yelling about? It's all in the past now for you. For me, civilian life is nothing. In the field, we had a code of honor. You watch my back, I watch yours. Back here, there's nothing. Back there, I could fly a gunship. I could drive a tank. I was in charge of million-dollar equipment. Back here, I can't even hold a job parking cars. I can't. Oh my God, where is everybody? Oh, I had a friend. His name was Danforth. I had all these guys, man. Back there, I had all these guys who were my friends. Because back here, there's nothing. Remember Danforth? He wore this black headband. And I took one of those magic markers that I said he found. He mailed it to Las Vegas. Because we were always talking about Vegas. And this car, this red 58 Chevy convertible. He was talking about this car. He said we were going to cruise till the tires fell off. We were in this bar in Saigon. And this kid comes up. This kid carrying a shoe shine box. And he says, "Shine, please, shine." I said, "No." He kept asking, "Yeah." And Joey said, "Yeah." And I went to get a couple of beers. And the box was wired. And he opened up the box. It blew his body all over the place. And he's laying there. And he's screaming. There's pieces of him all over me. Just like this. And I'm trying to pull him off. And my friend's all over me. I got blood and everything, and I'm trying to hold him together. I put him together. His insides keep coming out, and nobody would help. Nobody'd help. And he's saying, hey, I want to go home. I want to go home. He keeps calling my name. I want to go home, Johnny. I want to drive my Chevy. I said, "With what? I can't find your legs. I can't find your legs." I can't get that out of my head. I've dreamed this 7 years. Every day I have this, and sometimes I wake up and I don't know where I am. I don't talk to anybody. Sometimes a day, a week. I can't put it out of my mind. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw. been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curve, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boys. Wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a too modern day Robin Hood. Yeehaw! Well, I mean, I had to add that at the end. I just had to. You know. You know. You know. Oh, we've all been here. After a long night of hooking, Trade didn't like the session, so he had gutted me and set me on fire. But you know I didn't die. I had crystallized. And now I'm a glamazon, bitch, ready for the runway. Same. Same. I'm going to let you kids in on a little secret. I'm not really your uncle. I killed him and stuffed him under the floorboards. I'm just kidding. I'm probably your uncle. Maybe not. But probably. Okay. Here's another friendly reminder. Oh, my birthday is fast approaching. Everyone else, you've heard of douche canoe, right? Well, this is the Betadine trireme. Yes, I know. Doesn't quite have the same effect, but I thought, why not go for the ancient vessel? Part those ancient waters of the Mediterranean Sea, folks. As you know, super chats, super thanks, and super stickers. All the supers are all active. So, when you have something you just need to kill up there, get your povidone iodine solution prescribed by your doctor. And get your manned crew to get their oars in the water. Get the iron ram. Oh my. Oh, oh, I have a story. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd just like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground was where I spent most of my days. Chillin' out, maxin', relaxin', all cool, and all shootin' some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss, and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and said, I might as well kick it. First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be all right. But wait, I hear they're prissy, bourgeois, all that. Is this the type of place that they just send this cool cat? I don't think so. I'll see when I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel Air. Well, the plane landed, and when I came out, there was a dude who looked like a cop standing there with my name out. I ain't trying to get arrested yet. I just got here. I sprang with the quickness like lightning, disappeared. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh, and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it, yo, Holmes, to Bel Air. I pulled up to the house, about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, Holmes, smell you later." I looked at my kingdom. I was finally there, to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Oh, oh, my word. Oh. Sarah! Okay. Move your hands, baby. Okay. You've been shot, baby. I know, baby. I know. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me, all right? All right? I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah? Baby? Come on. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby girl. Come on. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please. Oh, God. Please don't do this. Please, God. No. Oh, God, no. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Sarah, no. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are ours, happy and free. Those happy days. These days are ours, share them with me. Oh, baby. Goodbye, gray sky, hello, blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rockin' and rollin' all week long. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Groovin' all week with you. These days are ours, share them with me. Those happy days. These days are ours, happy and free. Oh, baby. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days. At the monster truck rally, apparently. Woohoo! Now, I'm sure many of you have been here too. People at the party, and I'm wanting to dance. Other ugly-ass bitches ain't standing no chance. Dudes looking at me like they wanna get in my pants. Hoes getting mad. Come on, bitch, see me with them hands. First man up, his hands on my hips. I drop it like it's hot. He's licking his lips, his back on the wall. My ass on his D, grinding for a second. Hands, see me with them hands. He don't know it, but I'm getting firm too. Fellas really need to know before calling me boo. Calling me boo. Because what you see isn't always the truth. Because, baby boy, I've got all the same parts that you do. Well, that probably should have been established before that moment. Oh. Listen, your period comes every month, but it changes every day. That's why Always designed new multi-packs. 3 levels of protection in one smart box. So no matter what, you've got the right protection. Always multi-packs. Because if you have the multi-packs, you'll be sure to get to go on that trip. Because without the multi-packs, the plot of The Fifth Element just is not going to progress. The diva will not be singing that song. Are you gonna take me home tonight? Ah, down beside that red firelight? Are you gonna let it all hang out? Fat-bottomed girls, you make the rocking world go round. Hey, I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery. Left alone with big fat Fanny. She was such a naughty nanny. Heap big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. Hey, hey! I've been singing with my band across the wire, across the land. I seen every blue-eyed floozy on the way. Hey, but their beauty and their style went kind of smooth after a while. Take me to them dirty ladies every time. Come on. Oh, won't you take me home tonight? Oh, down beside your red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rocking world go round. Hey, listen here. Now, I got mortgages on homes. I got stiffness in my bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality, I tell you. Oh, but I still get my pleasure, still got my greatest treasure. Heap big woman, you done made a big man out of me. Now, get this. Oh, I know you gonna take me home tonight, please. Oh, down beside that red firelight. Are you gonna let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah! Fat bottom girls, you make the rocking world go round. Get on your bikes and ride. Well, go ride. Upon a hill, above a town, a young girl sits, her head bowed down, asking when will it cease, this troubled time, and leave her land in peace. And in the spring, before their power, into her hair she weaves the flowers, and with open hand she walks her land, her destiny to find. It is arranged, the plans are set, into a warring clan she's wed. She's a human bridge to stop the flow of blood upon their fields. With summer sun, she wears a crown, her maiden's dress now a foreign gown, and it's her body she lays down. She's a weaver of peace. But war returns, again and again. One battle claims her family's men. Sons, husband, brothers, father. All to each other's swords they fall. With autumn wind upon the pyre, she weaves their arms before the fire. To set them free, her sole desire, she's a weaver of peace. And with the snow she takes her leave. To heal herself she sits to weave a tapestry, her tale to tell, and give her grief to time. Her long hair shorn as golden thread, she weaves a story of her dead, that those who see may choose peace instead. She's a weaver of peace. Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground came a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills. That is, swimming pools, movie stars. Oh, the Beverly Hillbillies. Oh. This is a saucy little piece. Come over here. Some girls, they like candy, and others, they like to grind. I'll settle for the back of your hand somewhere on my behind. Treat me like I'm a bad girl, even when I'm being good to you. I don't want you to thank me. You can just spank me. Some guys like to sweet talk, and others, they like to tease. Tie my hands behind my back and, oh, I'm in ecstasy. Don't slobber me with kisses. I can get that from my sisters. Before I get too cranky, you better like Hanky Panky. Nothing like a good spanky. Don't take out your handkerchiefs. I don't want to cry. I just want a hanky panky. Like Hanky Panky. Nothing like a good spanky. Don't take out your handkerchiefs. I don't want to cry. I just want a hanky panky guy. Oh, yeah. My bottom hurts just thinking about it. Oh, 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 yes. Oh. Oh, I know we've all been here too. I don't have a sugar daddy. I've never had a sugar daddy. If I wanted a sugar daddy, yes, I probably could go out and get one because I am what? Sickening. You could never have a sugar daddy because you are not that kind of girl, baby. Everything I have, I've worked for and gotten myself. I have built myself from the ground up, you bitch. Dr. Jonathan Chase, wealthy, young, handsome, a man with the brightest of futures, a man with the darkest of pasts, from Africa's deepest recesses to the rarefied peaks of Tibet, heir to his father's legacy and the world's darkest mysteries. Jonathan Chase, master of the secrets that divide man from animal, animal from man. Manimal! I bet you all didn't know I was going to this. A real woman is a man's best friend. She will never stand him up and never let him down. She will reassure him when he feels insecure and comfort him after a bad day. She will inspire him to do things he never thought he could do, to live without fear and forget regret. She will enable him to express his deepest emotions and give in to his most intimate desires. She will make sure he always feels as though he's the most handsome man in the room, and will enable him to be the most confident, sexy, seductive, and invincible. No, wait, sorry. I'm thinking of beer. That's what beer does. Never mind. Oh, this is my birthday is coming up, and this is the reminder that some people have douche canoe. Well, this is the Massengill demon. This is the Massengill demon. Can't you see it? The Massengill demon demands a sacrifice. It's angry. It's gaping maw. Or maybe it's it's so angry. Oh my. Don't make the tunnel angry. Sorry, I left my nautical theme, but oh. Oh. Don't make the Massengill demon angry. Oh my. I have cried more in this episode. I need a minute. Okay. Many, many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as can be. This widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and soon they two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law, and really changed my life. Now my daughter was my mother, 'cause she was my father's wife. And to complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, and so became my uncle, though it made me very sad. For if he were my uncle, then that also made him brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who was, of course, my stepmother. Father's wife then had a son who kept them on the run, and he became my grandchild, for he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. God. Now, if my wife is my grandmother, I am her grandchild. Yeah, and every time I think of it, it nearly drives me wild, 'cause now I have become the strangest case you ever saw. As husband of my grandmother, I am my own grandpa. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. I hope you all followed along. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout, perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whenever they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant's rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more. And Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. And that was the heavy drama stream. The heavy, heavy, heavy drama stream. Man, that was a lot of crying this episode. Before the moment there with the wow. Thank you all for sticking with me. If you enjoyed all this madness, throw me a like. Watch my ads if you're watching this later. That's free. All that's free. Keeps me in the algorithm. And it lets all the advertisers pay me. As I said, my birthday is rolling up on the 12th of January. So, everyone else gets to get donations. Maybe I'd like some donations. It helps me, pay for all this makeup. And the StreamYard bill, which is huge. Of course, by no means is any type of donation necessary. I appreciate just your views. So, with all that being said, donations are appreciated. The Massengill Demon likes to be. The Massengill Demon likes tribute. Seriously, I put some work into this one. It took me forever to find that scene from MASH about the chicken on the refugee bus, where it wasn't a chicken, the mother smothered, it was a baby. It took forever to find it. Forever. But I finally did. So, anyway, thank you all for sticking with me. And love you all. And I will see you next time.